Steve Gamache here with another Chef Knives to Go quick look product review. So what we have this time is the Red Rock Tools W2 steel Nakiri 200mm knife. So this knife has a lot of unusual, unique features. The core steel is W2 reactive high carbon steel. Heat treats around 62 Rockwell. I hear the heat treats really nicely done on these. The construction is mono steel, so it's material removal in terms of blade shaping. Stock removal. The weight is 186 grams or 6.6 ounces. That can vary a little bit depending on the handle material and other factors, but this particular one is about 200 millimeters on the edge, or almost 8 inches, and the overall length is about 12.7 inches or 323 millimeters. These are fairly thin blades, so I get about 2.2 millimeter coming out of the handle, and then about 2.2 halfway down, and maybe lose a touch off of that, maybe 2-ish, slightly under that on the front edge of the blade, so it's got some nice stiffness to it. The blade height is, these are tall blades, so at the back, it's about 58 millimeters tall. Halfway down, I measured at about 55.8, so it tends to lose a little height towards the front, which is pretty common for this. But you can see it's a unique shape. It's also got a very unique finish on it. The handle work is just really top flight custom style handle work. It's got a stabilized custom burl. Each one's going to be a little different, but you've got some a small pin in the front and in the back, and the handle finish is kind of a sort of a Coke bottle style. It's very, very comfortable. There's some thumb rests, kind of scallops right here on both sides. You can kind of see that there in the light. So really comfortable on a pinch right there. Your thumb just wants to go right there. So it's great for a lefty like me or a righty, depending on how you like to hold the knife. So it's just your hand just kind of glides into that. You've got a really comfortable, smooth, well done choil into the tang of the handle right here. So it's just a super nice, comfortable place for your hand to go. You've got some nice fit and finish on this. The tang actually tapers a little bit towards the back to reduce some of the weight. That's a lot of work to do that, so you can see a lot of time put into the fit and finish on these. It's just a really well crafted handle and knife. Let's see, let's get our beauty shot on this. We'll go this way with it. It's pretty dark. I'm not sure quite what the finish on this. I'd have to look on the site for a reminder, but it's basically black. It's kind of a matte finish on the black, and there's your cutting edge right there. I'd say the out-of-the-box edge on this was maybe 4 or 5 out of 10. The front half is not, it's fairly sharp. The back half wasn't all that sharp. It wouldn't cut a rolled-up paper towel. So, you know, you can put a great edge on this. You'll just need to do that. Or check the edge when you get it. Excuse me. The profile is really flat, so we'll take a look at that. Fit and finish is nicely done. Rounded spine, rounded rear half, smooth into the handle. Tang, you know, full length tang, as I said, tapered, which is not easy to do. So here is our profile, and you'll see there's not much here in terms of rock. This is just goes into a stop. It's a fairly hard stop towards the back, and then you got just a little bit of belly towards the tip. But this is a great chopper. Again, it's quite flat for the, I guess, probably at least 60% of the blade or more. So really interesting blade, cool look, great handle, super comfortable. This particular one does have some tool marks on it, just a little bit here to remind you it is a, you know, handmade piece here. So it's really cool piece of craftsmanship. On the left side of the blade, as you'd be holding it, you've got a logo name stamped in there. It's real hard to show on camera here. See if I can do it. But it's starting to get my fingerprints all over this thing. I'll have to wipe it down before I put it back in the box. But so here you have a really interesting knife. This is the Red Rock Tools W2 Nakiri 200mm knife. Oh, and I'm going to add the balance point. I forgot to do that. See if anybody sticks around for the end here. So there's your balance point on it. pretty close to a pinch grip, maybe a little bit in front for me, so it gives you a little bit of a weight forward bias to it. But anyway, we'll put that back in there. And we'll close the video out again. So this is the Red Rock Tools W2 Nakiri 200mm knife.